Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Welcome to week one of winter 2026. This is small business development, prepping to open a small business, a class I've taught for years because I'm also an entrepreneurism coach. I will be doing videos of the week just like this each week to give you guidance for the assignments we're doing, discussion questions, and the other pertinent information. I plead with you, please watch these videos. They last about 15 minutes at most, but they tend to give you all of the information you need to know to be successful. Now, if you have a question beyond this video, if you watch the video and say, I still have a question, please reach out to me. I'm available through email. You can also text me, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. If it's during the working week, if it's over the weekend, I'll get back to you on Monday. Here is a quick guide. Let's go to announcements first. I would recommend you always look at announcements. Welcome to class, as I just aforementioned. It says, please watch my videos. It's called Cool Highlights. There'll be a highlight every week, and please invest the time. Now, the other one I have here is discussion questions. You'll have 2 videos to watch each week. I don't have they're to supplement the textbook. How you approach discussion questions is you watch the video and then you respond to it with an original post by yourself. And then you respond to 2 peers. So think of it this way. Each discussion question you need to post 3 times. 1 original post and 2 responses to peers. That's for full grade consideration. If you do not do 3 full posts, you'll get partial points. If you don't do any posts, you'll get 0 points. And discussion questions are only active during the week they're present. So as soon as the week is over and they close, you can't participate. It's sort of like coming into a class on week 2 and saying, let's talk about week 1. It just doesn't work that way. If you do not do it, you'll lose the points, and they add up pretty quickly because you get 30 points per week for discussion questions. And the last announcement I have for you is important to read. This is some of the highlight stuff. You'll not have a Zoom session. This is not a remote class. It's an asynchronous class. I'll be posting videos of the week again. I mentioned that. All assignments must be submitted through the Dropbox. Do not submit assignments to me in email. They need to be time-stamped. I need proof of a receipt. You'll have 2 discussion questions each week, which I already talked about. This class is an individual class. This is the only class I teach where you're by yourself the entire term. You're not in teams. Now, some of you out there may go, yay, no teams. Well, maybe not so much because it's a really tough class by yourself, but I want you to experience every step an entrepreneur has to take to open a business. And that's the essence of the class. I do this regularly as my consulting business. So again, these are the steps I use with entrepreneurs that have active businesses. What I want you to do for this class on your own is, for this class, you're choosing a business you would like to open, potentially. Maybe you want to open a food truck or a barber shop, or you currently have open, or is an open operating business someone else you know. So for example, I've had some students to take this class just to get the knowledge because they have an operating business right now. I have this one guy, he's a plumber. He's having a hard time with his business. And he's taking this class to get the fundamentals. So you might have a business right now. You might have a side hustle and you want to apply all this information to it. Or you might have a spouse, you might have a family member or neighbor that has a business and you can help them out. The goal of this class is to take you through the steps of ideation, preparation, up to the point of launch of a business. Now, the business you choose, let's say you want to open up, an ice cream store. That business is the business you use for every assignment during this term. So you don't change. Now, the only reason you would change is if you get into like a quarter into the class and go, cool, I don't think I want to have this type of business after the things I've done so far. That's fine, pivot. But you want to stay with a business to see how the nuances pick up for that type of industry. Okay, now jumping back out to home, Here is the syllabus. It has all the details you want to know about all the assignments. So check that out at your own time. And then also you have the dashboard. Students find this helpful. It tells you what's due each week, how much points you're gaining, and 1,000 points in total. Okay. Also, you have my bio if you're interested in knowing who I am. I've been in industry for many years. I have a consulting business. I was a restaurant developer. I was in national sales for a period of time. I know every type of business. So I hopefully can give you perspective in what you need to think about as you embark on the business landscape. Also, I've done a lot of community work. I'm part of some boards. You can read all this about me. Then the other thing I want to show you is the rubric. And my rubric for some students is straightforward. Others say it's very vague. Is what I'm looking for is camera ready. So exceptional work indicates a student who exceeds expectations. As for a business document, students will have submitted a benchmark assignment that you could use tomorrow in a business. If I give you an A on something, I'm saying it's ready. You can use this. Now B is, I'm going to have to fine tune a few things. It's so close, but you got to tweak here and there. C is satisfactory work, saying, I have to go back to the drawing board on this one. And D means you missed the mark. Okay? That's how I grade. I'm looking at conceptually what you could use tomorrow in business. There's no theory here. This is direct application. Okay, and then let's look at the weeks. Week 1 is completely open to you. All the rest of the weeks you cannot see until we're into those weeks. So week 1, you have 2 discussion questions I already aforementioned. How you're going to deal with discussion questions. You jump in, watch Nikayla. She talks about how what side hustles are and the origination. Then you reply, original post by yourself. Has to be substantive. It can't be I agree with the video, answer my questions and beyond. And then you respond to 2 peers. And the second one is Maurice. This is a great video about the 7 steps to becoming an entrepreneur. You do the same thing. Oops, jumped out there. Watch the video and then you post 3 times. And then the assignment this week, the first week, I try to keep it easy because I want you this week to think about that business concept, who you might be helping, what you might be considering, and you get into all the heavy lifting assignments in week 2 through week 10. The first assignment is video introduction. So what you can do is your name, your current employment, why did you choose this course, what do you hope to learn from this class. Also tell me kind of a business venture you're thinking about. And is there anything else you want me to know about you? These are confidential. You might share some things with me like, hey, cool, I'm working 3 jobs, or I'm a single parent, whatever it might be. Help me help you. But the important part to this assignment, it's also an enrollment guarantee assignment. We want to make sure that you're in this class. We would have some problem with bots signing up for classes. So this is proof of in class. It's due on the 9th. It's due on the Friday. Most work is always due on the Sunday, but this is the only assignment is the entire term that's due on Friday. If you don't submit a video by Friday at midnight, I have to drop you from the class. That'd be a bummer. I don't want to do that. So please stay on point, get this done, deal with the 2 discussion questions. Week 2 is when we start doing all the work. So you got vision, mission, core values, and value proposition. But you have to have a business concept to do all of these assignments. So I'm giving you this first week as a free week outside of the video and the discussion questions to think of a business concept. And then we're on our way. Again, I'm here for you. If you ever have any questions, reach out. And I think it's going to be a great term. Take care.